Who knew this would be a thing? I sure didn't know. So yes, Toys R Us has a 2025 gift guide in Japan. Yeah, so someone actually was recently in Japan and they were like, oh yeah, you know Toys R Us? I'm like, yeah, I grew up with it. They had this. And I was like, wow, I'm extremely nostalgic. I literally just found this book as well from 2015. Funny enough, where does this? I know it definitely. Yeah, there it is. 2015 Interactive Christmas Edition. I'm sure we're past the date for that one, but it's like, you know, this was so nostalgic just looking through everything, seeing all the games, you know, the Legos, the Pokemon cards, you know, all this just amazing stuff. Look, there's a Nintendo section. 2015 Nintendo section. We got Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon. Who doesn't love Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon? Well, IGN apparently, I'll tell you that, but we're not going to go down that huge rant. This is just so nostalgic, you know, seeing all this. I really wish I didn't miss out on the Mega Yoshi. At least I got those Miis, but anywho, though, check this out, though. Isn't this amazing? Isn't this awesome? Just seeing all this, you know, who wishes they could be a Toys R Us kid again? Well, you can if you're in Canada or Japan. From understanding, actually, Japan Toys R Us is better than Canada's. They don't even have games there. So, seeing pictures and videos from my friend, just seeing that, like, yeah, it really is. They got a games section. Like, there's like an interactive table. Like, it really just took me back in time. Sure, it's not my Toys R Us, you know, from a kid. I think I only have like one photo of it when it was closing down, but it's still a Toys R Us to me, and this is awesome to see. So we're gonna open this up, see what this is all about. Sure, it's gonna be in katakana, hiragana, or kanji, you know, 1 to 3, all the combination of those. But this is just really cool overall. We have a Pokemon section right off the bat. Like, wow, we have a Pokemon umbrella, 10% off. We've got, what is this, underwear? Pokemon underwear. That's interesting. Looks like we got Mega Charizard X and Mega Charizard Y plushies. This is interesting. This reminds me of like a Pokeball, or excuse me, a Pokewalker, like one of those kind of toys. It looks almost like a Tamagotchi, something like that. Tamagotchi, you know, however you say it. Look at that art with Pikachu and Totodile and all those friends with all that Christmassy goodness. And you know, this was something I thought was really cool when I looked in here the first time. This Mega Evolution ring. You know, while I did grow up and I love Pokemon X and Y, I really wanted that Pokemon Z ring. I think it's still out there. Like, I think you can get it for like $20, which is probably what it sold for back then. You know, just getting one of those Z rings, you know, doing all the poses and stuff. Something about that just, you know, seems really appealing. I wish I had gotten that, but you know, I guess that's what eBay's for. It looks like this Christmas gift guide goes from the 7th of Thanksgiving up to the 24th. You know, there's only a couple days left, even as of uploading this video. I don't even have my freaking Christmas tree up yet. Just because I've been so busy with everything, school and whatnot. But, you know, we got Pokemon Legends ZA, of course, that's out. You know, they're talking about that. Looks like you might be able to get some promotional card. I don't know, if you guys want to, like, use the translation app or something, go for it. It's actually funny as well. You know, I'm assuming a lot of you are probably from the U.S., maybe even Canada, English-speaking countries seeing this, but, you know, that game, 8,000 yen, that's like $50, $60. That's just cheaper buying it to begin with. You know, compared to like the U.S. So if you like go to Japan, I might call it that, and you just check that out, you know, you can get yourself a nice deal. This book's already freaking falling apart, I guess. You know, it really goes to show Toys R Us is showing its age. This book literally looks like it's, I don't know, like 90 years old because it went through, you know, an airplane and all this stuff. But we got some like Buzz Lightyear. Look at that! Look at that samurai like Woody from Toy Story. You got that, you know, they got that phone. Remember that phone from the movie? You know, just look at all this amazing stuff. Look at all this. This is just great. You know, we've got I don't know what the Hatchimals. Those are still a thing. Wow, who grew up with Hatchimals? I sure didn't. Looks like we got some Tamagotchi. You know, that's really big in Japan still. I know that was kind of a thing while I was growing up, but I don't think really I knew anybody who was into that per se. More so like those like 20 question machines. I don't even know if I even still have that. I'd have to look for it, but you know, we got a whole bunch of just all sorts of just toys in here. Looks like we got Sanrio or Hello Kitty going on over here. I'm not really that interested in all that stuff. I guess if you want to pause the video, you can. Look, we got, what is this? This looks like Lego. Oh no, this isn't Lego. I forget what this is. but it's something entirely different. We got trains. You know, Japan loves their trains. Lightning McQueen. Look at all this. It's just such a nostalgic time going back. Looking at all this. We got a Mario Kart RC car. Wow, that's really freaking cool, to say the least. Like, I'll say this right now. Like, Nintendo fans, you're growing up. You're really spoiled. Like, when I was growing up, maybe because I didn't have the internet, and Japan really got everything. But, you know, here in the States, you'd be lucky to even get, like, a freaking action figure, or let alone, like, a plushie. And if you were getting a plushie, it probably was just Mario. It's not like all these obscure things, like you got Pokey and like Lakitu and all these different things, Buzzy Beetle, and you could just literally get a plush of like everything, like every single Kirby copy. Speaking of Kirby, funny enough I say that, we've got the top toy right here, Kirby Air Riders, a little more expensive than your run-of-the-mill, you know, Switch 2 game. I don't know if this is before tax or something like that, but it's funny, it says new, you know, talking about that. So Kirby Air Riders, you know, that's a big game. Obviously, holiday season, you know, it's sure the game's out, but I'm sure everybody will be enjoying it once they get it for Christmas. We got that, like, Pokeball Tamagotchi thing right there as well. And you know, I should say as well, in Japan, actually, they do have some English in here. One Piece, wow, I didn't expect that. We got the One Piece Netflix. What is this? That looks like Playmobil or something like that. You know, this doesn't. It looks like it's almost Lego. No, it is. It is. Why the heck am I saying it's almost like? It literally is Lego. There's a One Piece Lego, One Piece Netflix Lego. What? I feel like I have to get that now. That's insane. That's like over $100. Kind of reminds you of like the Ninjago, like the bounty ship from Ninjago or something. I really liked Ninjago when I was a kid, but wow, just I can't believe all this. This is insane. This looks like I had like a crane machine like this growing up. Like, man, that's awesome. You know, it's funny. I actually have like the same bicycle, seeing this as well. Like, you know, do kids? I mean, I honestly, you know, I'd hope that like the kids growing up in Japan are at least enjoying themselves outside, because like everybody nowadays I see around here in the States is just really sad. Everybody's on their phones, you know. I didn't per se wanted a bike for Christmas, but I did get one. And I still have the same bike I've had for like, I don't know, like years, many years. So, I don't know. Then again, can you really use a bike during the snow and whatnot? I don't know. Yeah, there it is. Look at this. One Piece Lego. I didn't even know that was a thing. Is this a thing only in Japan? No, we got Lego, freaking what's his name? I can't think of it. Wow, Luffy, Zoro, Usopp. We got Lego Nami with almost. I thought that was an iPad. Freaking look at Lego Sanji serving a crab up right there. You know, look at that. And we've got, you know, the Lego. What the heck? I can't think of the name right now. Not the Sunny. The Going Merry. You know, yes, I've watched over 750 episodes. That's probably nothing compared to, you know, the average Chad these days, who is jobless, schoolless, and just, you know, watches anime 24/7. No offense if you're one of those people. I did call you a Chad. So look at that. There's Lego Mario. I never really was big into the Lego Nintendo stuff. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, by the time it all came out, like all this RC cars stuff and whatnot, it was too late. Like, I pretty much grew up. You know, we got the Lego Minecraft. I think that's, I don't know, I kind of almost like Lego Minecraft a little more than Lego Mario, to say the least. But you know, we got more stuff that I don't really care about. What is this? They're like animals, anthropomorphic animals. So I think this is like a big brand in Japan. Sylvanian Families. I don't know what, like I doubt they have like American Girl. I know that was something. Oh, they got the freaking Play-Doh like tooth guy right there. That's you know, they got Play-Doh here too, man. I think Play-Doh was like a thing I enjoyed for like, I don't know, maybe a month of my childhood, a week, something like that. But it definitely was a part of my childhood. You know, Crayola, all this stuff, and just seeing all these things in here. You know, that's like, I remember, yeah, like you got like these bakery like kitchenette sets. Like I remember there's like a McDonald's one. When I was growing up, I really wanted that. I saw that in the catalog. I did not get that. I think I did at least enjoy it in like a funeral home and like a waiting room at one point. But that thing I think is like kind of expensive now, probably because you can only buy it in like a catalog. I don't remember ever seeing it in stores. I'm probably wrong about that, but there's actually a lot of meat to this. This thing. Oh yeah, Bluey. I know that's like a big thing people like nowadays. The kids, I should say. I guess even adults like Bluey too. Like, I don't know. I never really said I was like. I don't know. That's like a new thing. I'm not really into that. What is it, like 2020s or something? See, Winnie the Pooh though, that's something I definitely grew up more Pokemon. I don't. Oh, there's some nano blocks. Pokemon, Suicune, Raikou, and Entei. That's pretty freaking cool. Wow, I it's funny, like Legos, like there's like almost like so many like knockoffs and whatnot. Like you got nano blocks, mega blocks, Lego blocks. Freaking yeah, there's N and B blocks. Nintendo made their own, thing. I think they got like, I don't know, like a cease and desist or something from like the Lego company at least, or something like that. I don't even think it's called Lego company, but yeah, we got all sorts of cool stuff in here. I mean, again, if you want to just like pause the video, use your like translation app or something, or just kind of look at even just like look at the stuff they got going on here. You got Gooey, and it's like like some slime or something. It's like a cement truck. We got like an igloo. Look, there's that crane machine. I grew up with one of these crane machines. Like yeah, those are really freaking cool. I like crane machines. They might be rigged, but they're pretty freaking cool. Look at this. They got this pirate in a barrel toy still. I think I remember this thing. They, like stab swords in there. They got like the classic, like they got like Hungry Hippos, but it's like Hungry like crocodiles. And they have like, I think I've seen these Mario toys before. Like I think PBG made like a video of all these Mario toys. Like, let's see if we can get like a nice little zoom in. I have like a pinball machine that's like really obscure. Maybe I'll make a video about that. I've never been able to like try it out because like it takes C batteries, and when the heck am I gonna have C batteries? Who the heck has C batteries? I don't know. There's even oh man, there's a Pokemon themed crane machine. Let's get like a nice look. Come on, focus. You gonna focus? I can barely see that. It's like Tepig and whatnot. I'm sorry, it's not showing up better. Okay, well, I guess that's how we're gonna go then. Oh, we got Jenga. I never played Jenga in my life. I know that's a thing. That's Doraemon or something like that. Some kind of anime. We've got all sorts of things in here. Looks like some kind of maybe like a hockey game or something. Of course, mahjong. I don't know if they really. Did you ever play mahjong in the States? Uno. It's funny. Uno. There's even a Pokemon Uno. Uno originated from Ohio, and it's funny how. I don't know that being the case, but yeah, Uno's. I haven't played that in a good while. I can't believe they charge a ton of money for Uno. I freaking messed up this swab effect. Get back here. Alright, there we go. I don't know. Well, I should say they charge a ton of money for it in Steam, but why would you get that when you can get it for free? Well, they got like this is funny. I know this is like Mickey Mouse's like glove, but it reminds me of like the Glove World glove from SpongeBob. Yeah, there's like literally Pokemon. Like Pokemon literally is the highest grossing mini franchise. There's a Pokemon trampoline, mini trampoline. I would probably break that. We've got like darts and like archery and stuff. This is like stuff I would have loved as a kid. Like a soccer goal thing for like $20. That is insane. We got Nerf. Man, Nerf was like a huge phase of mine. Like I'm gonna say it was like a good 5-year phase. Like, man, they've got so many cool Nerf guns. I still got all my Nerf guns. Like I remember like the first one I got was like a shotgun. Like I used to use it in my video. It's called the Rough Cut. I got that like 12 years ago or something. Man, like Nerf was the stuff. Like that, it was where it was at, to say the least. Like I loved Nerf. Man, yeah, who grew up with Nerf? I certainly did. I remember I got like a scooter at one point. It's way too small for me now. Not from like Glabber. It was like a Hot Wheels scooter. Probably still exists. But I remember I had a lot of fun with that. But I never really could like use it because I don't know. We weren't allowed to like take it outside. There were some toys my parents never let us take outside for whatever reason. So and with like a gator as well. But yeah, more bicycles. If you really want bicycles, they're here. As I said, I was gonna ride my bike this year. Did not get the chance to. I should be a little disappointed in myself, but hey, at least I had the thought in mind. Now it's like impossible to ride it because it's so cold out. Man, lots of bikes. We got Thrasher as well, Black Matrix. All these bikes. I guess if you're really interested in any of these bikes. We got like stuff like gators and stuff, like little cars. You want like a I don't know, like a Lamborghini or something, you know, it's probably in here. It's probably in here, you know, but we've pretty much reached the end. And they put the games in the back, of course, so everybody can see it easily. And this thing's like falling apart now, so that's quite unfortunate. But yeah, we got Kirby Air Riders, we got Pokemon Legends ZA. You know, obviously all the hit items everybody wants. Like, I don't know, getting like a Switch 2 for Christmas, like you almost had to be insanely spoiled now. I think most people who are getting like a Switch 2 probably have a job, probably have some way to make money. Hopefully it's a good way to make money. Look at that, nearly 10,000 yen for Mario Kart World. That's insane. That's like I think that's like only like $60, I think. Yeah, probably after tax, I don't know. I got Mario Party Jamboree. I don't really care for that too much. Maybe I'll make a video about that eventually. Something I did want to get definitely was check out Kirby and the Forgotten Land and Starcross Worlds. I actually traded my copy in to like get another game because I didn't have any. Well, my bank account was actually locked at the time, but it's whatever though. It's whatever. We got Dragon Quest 1 and 2. Unfortunately, these are game key cards. I haven't played 3 yet, the remake. I would like to. I know everybody always says big things about Dragon Quest 3. I'll be honest, after the end of Dragon Quest 2, might be a little bit of spoilers. It really turned me off from the series. You know, Square Enix is trying to like remake like all these like Dragon Quest games. You know, obviously called Dragon Warrior before Dragon Quest 8 released. You know, I think that's, you know, Dragon Ball I think that came out this year, Sparkling Zero. That was like a huge game. I have a friend who likes Dragon Ball. I wonder if he got into that. I should ask him. But of course, you got your FIFAs. You got your Japanese media. I have no clue what that is. I guess I'm not versed enough in the stuff. And we got the biggest hit item that's way ripped off that people are going to grill me in the comments saying I'm a huge Nintendo fan, even though I grew up with like stuff like PlayStation 1 and 2 and Xbox 360 and I guess Atari. But you know, look at that. That's the game that's $100 in Canada. But yeah. Well, all right. With that being said, then glad we checked this out. You know, it really does make me feel nostalgic. I know there is like technically still a Toys R Us. I think it's called like Jeffrey's Toy Box or something, and they're like what, Kroger stores. I've never seen one. I've never been to one. It's literally been like since 2018 since I've been to a Toys R Us. That's pretty sad. It's too bad. Rest in peace, Toys R Us. At least it still exists in other places. It's too bad that America has become a very unsustainable place. I don't know. Maybe if people like this enough, maybe I'll check out this one. Maybe I should just make a follow-up video for this as well. And we could just briefly like look through this. Like I know there is like, you know, some stuff. I guess I don't know. I could be spoiling things. It could be wasting everybody's time. I just kind of see what everybody could have gotten back in 2015. I should see if I could find more of these old books. Like they're really cool. I bet people like sell them on eBay or something too. But with that being said, then let me know down below if you've ever had memories of Toys R Us. Do you wish you grew up with Toys R Us? Do you wish that you had an idea of what I was talking about? Because you know you're probably way too young to know what this is. But yeah, with that being said, then hope everyone has a great rest of your happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and a good time zone. Bye bye.